A warm hello to our members and partners. My name is Anne Kinnear. I'm the board member for the Western Pacific, and I bring you this board briefer for day 1 and day 3 of a 4-day board meeting. We met virtually for 4 days, but hope to resume face-to-face meetings later this year, which will be great. You will also hear from my colleague, Vitor Varela, the ICM Treasurer. The ICM Board Week commenced on the 25th of April 2022, with the board receiving reports from the Governance and Finance Audit and Risk Committees, as well as detailed updates on progress with the current strategic plan, the first 12 months. The Finance Audit and Risk Committee are focused on the Auditor's Report, which includes the annual report and our financial statements in readiness for the upcoming ICM Council meeting. The approach to the ICM strategic plan for the current triennium was to identify outcomes against the strategic priorities and then identify progress markers. In year 1, the focus has been on system improvement across governance, administration and operational activities, setting the foundation for ICM to be sustainable. In 2022, the focus will be on a sustainability plan, ensuring that ICM is effective and efficient. The board provided overwhelming congratulations to our Chief Executive Sally Pearman and the head office for the significant progress and achievements. Linked to the strategic plan, information and discussions occurred on 3 key topics: the resource mobilisation plan, the monitoring, evaluation and learning system, and the Member Association Needs and Expectations Survey, which was undertaken in 2021. ICM is taking a strategic approach to improve long-term financial planning, to demonstrate scalability of programs, high impact, and to increase operational capacity. It has 6 objectives to ensure that ICM is sustainable and an investment ready. The Monitoring, Evaluation and Learning System works to ensure that the ICM strategies, outcomes and activities actually make an impact on our goal to enhance the reproductive health of women, their newborns and their families. Quarterly reviews are undertaken, staff have been trained, and the information provided by member associations in the Needs and Expectations Survey are considered. The board was provided with a detailed analysis of the Needs and Expectations Survey, which provided rich and detailed information thanks to member participation at 75%. The main themes are driving ICM activities against the strategic plan. ICM has listened to you and is progressing many activities against these themes. Now to day 3. The first topic the board considered was to note the governance policies that are replacing the ICM bylaws which Council approved last year. These will come to the next Council meeting. The board also provided comment on the proposed terms of reference for the Independent Election Committee. Another key governance responsibility of the board is risk management. The board participated in a workshop going back to basics and revisiting the risk management cycle, the risk matrix, including the definitions of likelihood and impact or consequence, and the identification and application of mitigations to reduce the risk identified. The board then undertook an exercise facilitated by the Finance Audit and Risk Committee. Risk management is everyone's business. The board was also provided an update on ICM projects. ICM projects contribute to our strategic priorities and outcomes, the ICM professional framework and our financial stability. They build ICM's and our member associations' capacity, as well as strengthening our strategic partnerships, coalitions and campaigns. Key projects include strengthening midwifery services, midwife-led birthing centres, young midwife leaders, more happy birthdays, and strengthening midwifery services in Mexico. The board thanked the CE and the head office staff again for this outstanding work and achievements. That's the wrap for day 1 and 3. I hope you will enjoy your International Day of the Midwife celebrations. Cheers.
I greet all our ICM members and partners. My name is Vitor Varela. I am Treasurer of ICM and I bring you this summary of the board for the second day of the board meeting. This second day starts with the workshop on gender, justice, equity, diversity, inclusion, led by Adamna Isa. Topic and lessons to be learned. What is urgent to work on the ICM in terms of gender, just equity, diversity, diversity, inclusion. What is your hope for deeper engagement with justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion and ICM? We should talk together in the Council about justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. It is an ongoing conversation process, and we are not experts in the field, so we must trust each other to improve the way we communicate. At point 2, 3 new plans were addressed, presented, and discussed. The member association strengthening, midwifery education, and midwifery regulation. As for the plan to strengthen the member association, this was presented by Liselot Quickel. We cover the following topics: midwives associations. Member associations play a vital role in connecting, uniting, and supporting midwives. What we need to do to support member associations, the survey of 2021 results, survey of needs and expectations of members. Regarding the midwifery education plan, this was presented by Erin Ryan. We cover the following topics: education at ICM to date the professional framework for midwifery, and why invest in education sections. Regarding the midwifery regulation plan, this was presented by Mandy Forrester. The following topics are covered: the important triangle education association regulation, why focus on midwifery regulation, and regulation is a key element of the professional framework. When discussing these 3 new plans, one can see the articulation, the connection for understanding of them, and the future work to be developed by the ICM. The focus on the regions, everything is interconnected. We must look at the ICM in the sense of transporting all existing work production to others, with the clear objective of improving our service to our member associations. For the first time, we have dedicated ICM leaders for association, education, and regulation. One of the ICM's current strategic priorities is to become a sustainably and innovative organization, and this implies being more agile and creative in supporting the empowerment of our members. All these plans are related and include all elements of the ICM professional framework. The first topic the board considered on the day 4, it was the 2022 Advocacy and Communication Work Plan, presented by Rachel Forst. At updates on the 100th anniversary celebrations and the ICM History Project. And had push campaign updates, the topics being considered the advocacy and communications, and about the push campaign, it is important to remember the campaign goals and objectives. Following our agenda, we had a workshop on advocacy and communications presented by Farida Mouanje. The topics and the lessons to be learned are advocacy for midwives and midwives, the definition of advocacy, problems midwives face in their work and community, and the regional advocacy workshop issues and solutions. At point 3, decision to recommend approval of the Independent Election Committee TOR to the Council, the document unanimously approved. At point 4, a reflection on the March-April 2022 regional meetings, together with the head office team, appreciation of the different experiences of regional meetings between regional representatives and head representatives team. And finally, a session of socialization, team building, together with the head office team. We carried out 2 interactions exercises, which proved to be very proactive in the future relationship within ICM. I wish you all a great International Midwifery Day.